Welcome, wonderful Capricorn. This is your annual 2023 Astro/Tarot reading. We are starting off with the general overview of the whole year 2023. So we are going to go over some long-term transits over your houses by the slow-moving planets. We're also going to dive into some cards that I pre-shuffled for you, and after that we're going to tune into month by month prognosis. We're going to go over each month, and we're going to pull some additional cards and advice cards for each month. Now, before we get started, let's take a minute to get grounded. So please take a deep breath and relax your body. Now imagine yourself in a big bubble of white light. Allow yourself to feel transmuting all the negative energy into positive. Please take a deep breath and relax your body. Now imagine having big roots like a tree. Let your roots grow as deep as they can into earth. Allow yourself to feel as one with Mother Earth. Please take a deep breath and relax your body. Now feel the connection with your higher self, your angels and archangels. Allow them to help you every step of the way, and set the intention now to have a beautiful year. Thank you, wonderful Capricorn. Let's dive right in. We're starting off with your card, the World. The ruler of your sign, Saturn, actually rules this card, the World. And Saturn is moving into the water sign. We have here water as well. In the year 2023, that's gonna happen on the 7th of March. He's gonna go from your second house into your third house. So I believe with the World card, it's always like a closure of one theme and beginning the next one. So it's like this big reward after your hard efforts. That's the World, and I believe that's connected to your second house, and second house is the house of money, resources, self-worth, what you put in your body, because it rules them out, the second house. So there is some kind of completion over there and a reward that's coming. We also have the card of Scorpio. Investigate and see the bigger picture. So I believe the bigger picture is connected to Jupiter moving from your fourth house into your fifth house. The Sagittarius is ruled by Jupiter, and we do have also him changing signs in May. 16th of May, we have Jupiter going from your fourth house into your fifth house. And we also have Scorpio Investigate, which naturally rules here your long-term visions and goals for your life. And its ruler, Pluto, is also changing signs in the year 2023. So it's funny to have all of this actually right there in the cards. That's also like the major transit that we have for 2023. So I always appreciate the synchronicities. Let's dive right in though. So let's start off with the World card. This is the tarot card that is like overall energy for the 2023. So this is a very positive card to have, especially if you have been working on something really hard. And I believe you have had, during the Saturn transits over your second house, which rules money and resources, that's kind of restrictive transit to have. Let's be honest. Saturn can restrict your income. It can make you kind of think twice before you spend money, and also it kind of pushes you to think about money in the long term. He kind of pushes you to think about investments and things like that. Okay, so Saturn has probably restricted you in some manner in your finances in order for you to learn responsibility towards that. Okay, so Saturn is all about responsibility, doing the hard work, and you are natural at that. I mean, most of you are. It's a general reading. Capricorns should be good at that. If not, that thing will come with time after the Saturn return. That's like around 30. If you're not 30 yet, it's gonna be your trait. It just takes maybe some time to develop, especially if you have some other quirky aspects and positions in your chart. All right, so I feel here for you, you're going to have a relief and you're going to have a reward as soon as that Saturn travels to the third house. And he's going to do that in March. 7th of March, we have big moves happening. So we have Saturn changing to Pisces, and we also have Pluto changing to to Aquarius, here again, your second house. So this is great news, actually. So with Pluto moving into your second house of money, wealth, finances, resources, but also sense of self-worth, you know, if you don't really have a sense of self-worth, kind of good, you know, if you don't have, that's also kind of affecting your ability to make money and your attitude towards wealth. Like, do you feel worthy of big money? Do you feel worthy of being wealthy? Do you feel worthy of luxury? You know, it's not like a coincidence. Both of those things are ruled by the second house, and they are kind of interconnected. So if you have issues with self-worth, you most likely don't have like a proper mature attitude towards wealth and feeling worthy of it. Okay, so you can shift that dynamic, and you definitely will when Pluto comes into Aquarius. If you haven't done so far, while Saturn was trying to kind of make you do it the hard way, you will be kind of empowered now when Pluto comes into the Aquarius. You know, that's big money. Pluto is really big money. It's investments. It naturally rules the 8th house, which is actually other people's money and resources and investments. Okay, so this transit is going to stay with you for a long time. You know, Pluto takes a lot to go over a sign. So he's going to dip into your second house, then he's going to go back to your first house where he has been over the last decade. That's transforming actually your body and how you feel in your body. So with Pluto over there, you probably have had some crisis, and you had to kind of change some dynamic towards your body in order to make it healthy, or to make it like more vibrant, or maybe you just change the way you look in some manner. Like, first house is our physical body, so this, most of it has been felt on a physical plane, but Pluto is very empowering. So I'm sure he has empowered you to overcome any kind of physical issues that you might have had, and now he's kind of closing the gate over there. So make sure, if you still have some things to transform for your body, that you do it like till March, and then later he's going to come back in July back into your first house, and it's going to stick there for a little bit more time until he finally moves into your second house to stay over there, I think about a decade or so. So you still have an opportunity to really shift your body to a better position. I feel like you should be drinking more water. I know it sounds very plain, but here we have the water element, and I was naturally drawn to it while I was discussing this. So maybe, you know, just drink more water, or water in some way could help you actually feel better in your body. Maybe taking long baths, or going to vacation towards the sea, or where there's lake, or to some spa, or, you know, and those, how do you call those things where you're like really warm? It's not a jacuzzi, but you know, where there's like, oh man, I forgot the word. I mean, English is not my native language. I don't know, can you tell? But yeah, it's like some kind of spa with the steam, you know, that thing with the steam. That's it, that's the word, the steam. So maybe steam could also be good, especially if you have any problems with your sinuses. Steaming yourself will really be beneficial for you. Also, garlic really helps with that. If you have any issues with the sinuses, you can actually kind of drain the juice from a garlic and also dilute it in water, and you can inhale that, or you can actually, this is really brutal, but it really helps. So it will declog your sinuses in like 3 days. This is a promise. I've done it, and it's really hard to do, but you can also actually put that water into your nose like 2-3 times a day. It's gonna be really harsh. It's gonna make your eyes water, and you're probably gonna like cry a little bit of tears because it's so intense. But it actually kills all the bacteria, and it removes all the gunk, and in like 3 days you have no problem anymore with sinuses. Okay, so garlic can really help as well to strong your body. You know, it's not in vain that it's called like anti-vampire food. You know, it really helps your immune system, and it helps your body, and you can kind of move it more into your kitchen. It doesn't really have to even sound that harsh, with the right spices and the right amount of things. We are talking about food. I'm not surprised, you know, because we did have, you know, with Saturn weighing in your second house, you probably didn't want to eat that much. You know, Saturn, like I said, restricts pretty much anything. So It was probably easy for you to keep the diet if that was the case. And also I would suggest that you look into fasting. Okay, if some of you are also holding water in your body, that's some kind of hormonal issue that can also be sorted with the proper care of how you eat. So fasting can really help cleanse your body and cleanse your body out of water and out of everything else, the toxicity that is kind of normal these days, considering what food do we have that's normal to eat, like lots of sugar and lots of processed food. That all affects negatively our body, and we're not even aware of it mostly until it's too late. So before it's too late, it's a good thing to look into fasting. Okay, because when Saturn moves out of your second house, you will have the urge to kind of eat again, you know, more of those nice, tasty stuff. And when Pluto comes over there, it will give you this opportunity to fully regenerate your diet and what you eat, and to really feel good in your body, to feel light. Okay. All right, so let's move on to Scorpio. Investigate. That's actually Pluto ruling, so that's also connected to the other people's resources and funds. Okay, so if you do have some big project in mind that you know that you can finance, when Pluto comes into your second house, you will have an opportunity to actually, you know, outsource the money that you need to finish your project or to make it known. So whether that be like a Kickstarter project or whether that be a loan from a bank, you will actually have opportunity to invest in those stuff and to have them pay off. And especially if this is something, your long-term vision for the future, your dream, you know, you can actually invest into it now and make it a reality here with the world. That's definitely promised. You just have to put in a little bit of work. Now let's move on to the happy planet, the Sagittarius ruling planet. Jupiter is in your 4th house, so everything should be going smooth at home. Some of you might have even relocated, bought a new home while Jupiter is in your 4th house, or you can still do that until like May. Until May, Jupiter will still be in your 4th house. That's giving you opportunities to grow, to expand, even the place where you're living. Maybe you can kind of renovate it so you have kind of more space and more light in wherever the conditions that you're living in. I feel with Jupiter can actually make it more flowing, like maybe you can look into feng shui and how to organize your home to have like more energy flowing around in a natural way. Also declutter. Declutter really while Jupiter is in your 4th house. It will probably help you get rid of any negative objects. Even if you're not sensitive to energy, Jupiter influence over there will help to naturally kind of remove the things out of your home that are kind of vibrating on a lower polarity. This also includes any gifts from your ex-boyfriends, girlfriends, people who you are no longer on good terms. Anything that you keep in the house from them is a constant reminder of the things that happened, and you can gift away those things, you can sell them, you can do whatever you want, just get them out of your environment. So, and put in more like happy, vibrant things into your home while Jupiter is in your 4th house. It will actually kind of benefit you for a long period to come, for about 12 years, until Jupiter finally moves back into your 4th house after doing the full circle around. And also he is moving to your 5th house. So this is great news for all you single folks who are looking to meet somebody. You could actually close down the circle of being single here with the world as well. Jupiter is going to move into your 5th house of love and romance, and also creative projects for those of you who are already married, etc. This is also house of children. So everything is going to go swell in that area. Where Jupiter comes, it's expansion, it's growth, it's happy times. So for those of you who want to have children also, this is an opportunity perhaps for you to conceive, if that's what you want, to expand any creative projects of yours that you might have. This is a, you know, really inspirational planet to have that will kind of keep you going, and it will feel like a play, you know, it will feel like joy to actually create something while Jupiter is in your 5th house. You know, unlike Saturn influence, who is more hardworking and, you know, doing the 45 minutes a day towards a project, very strategic. Jupiter is very like happy-go-lucky, I'm gonna do this, and then you go and do it kind of thing. So make sure that you use Jupiter energy, especially if you are artists in any sort of way. Jupiter will move into your 5th house on the 16th of May. So it will be very easy for you to create. You might have even some divine inspiration. Let's not forget you do have Uranus over there, which is kind of like Nikola Tesla vibe, you know. For me, you kind of just get the downloads from the universe of some projects, and you know, most of the creative projects were actually created like that. Michael Jackson claims he didn't like wrote any of his song. He just downloaded them somewhere late in the night. J.K. Rowling also stated that she had a download of the whole vision for Harry Potter book while she was like driving the train somewhere. Like it came to her like a download. So Uranus can actually kind of help you go between the veils, you know, and to actually get a crazy idea, because that's what Uranus is. But it's really something new, you know. You should aim for something new, for something possibly that hasn't been done before, or make it with a completely new twist. Like even if you're doing something that people have done for such a long time, you have an opportunity to do it with a twist, with the spice that no one has ever used before. So that's the gift of Uranus and also Jupiter. But let's not forget the North Node is also over there. So there's like this big expansion of your creativity. So make sure you use that. Even if you're not an artist, this can be used to actually create something, whatever it is that you love to create. Maybe you have a hobby or something that you can invest this beautiful energy in. Okay, I think we discussed a lot. Let's see. Oh yeah, 16 minutes for overall energy. So let's move on to month by month prognosis, guys. Okay, let's do it the way we shuffle them out. So we're gonna keep these cards up because that's the overall energy for the whole year. But let's move on to the month of January. Let's see what's the overall energy for you for the month of January, dear Capricorn. We do have January readings uploaded already, so you can check those out. So we have 6 of Cups. And we have the Empress. Wow, beautiful cards. Let's see what's the advice. Okay. I actually have the Empress card. Like while I'm doing my creative projects, I'm creating a deck at the moment as we speak. So I keep this card to kind of inspire me, you know. So you can also maybe Google the Empress card, maybe print it out, especially because you do have a lot of like creativity flowing your way. And this can also help you kind of, you know, push it to reality. Because we do have the Empress here, and we have the new moon in Aries. Go for it. That's the vibe. There's a lot of red here. There's a lot of action here. So I feel you will be inspired to work. Mars will also be going direct after being retrograde for quite some time in your 6th house. So that's also assessing some of the negative habits here with the 6th house, or changing the dynamic of your day-to-day routine, life, in order to make it better. But also for those of you who were looking for a new job, this is a yes. This is go for it. Mars going direct over there will give you an opportunity, okay? We will have also Mercury going direct and visible in your 1st house. So while it was in your 1st house, you probably also could have reassessed some things about your physical body. And now you're actually ready to apply whatever it is that you have learned. Now the 6 of Cups is quite a nostalgic card. You know, it's a card of actually being happy. This could mean also in January that you're meeting with some people who you haven't seen in a long time, or who are part of your childhood, who you're maybe your friends from high school, from elementary school, and some really old friends who you feel at home with, who you have kind of unconditional love for. So in January, it's very favorable actually for you to go out and about and meet those new people. And also with the Empress card, I feel you are going to be investing into some creative projects, so kudos to you. The Empress, of course, nothing comes without sweat, you know. To bring a new life to the world, it is work, you know. So for those of you who are creative people, you need to kind of understand that, you know, there is a process that needs to be made. It's like same like in the nature. When you think about fruits, first you have to have a tree, then you have to have the flowers, then you have for them to grow into fruits, and it's all a process. So as you're reminded here with the Empress card, you know, whatever it is that you're working on, it's a process. It's like step at a time, step at a time. So even if things feel like they're like kind of slow, you have here kind of advice to go for it and to, you know, make it come true. There is some kind of idea, I feel, some creative project that you can do in the month of January, and you're kind of nudged slowly into that directions to make something out of it. Okay, so for those of you who are looking for a new job, this is also great news to go for it. We have the full moon in the 7th house, which is also a possibility of contract. So for those of you who are looking for a new job in January, you do have an opportunity to find one. Okay, so let's move on to the month of February and see what we have in store for you there. I'm not going to dwell too much about January because it's already like gone by the time we're uploading this. And February, let's dive into February for Capricorn 2023. What's going on? February, happy Valentine's Day, guys. Okay, even if you're single, do something nice for yourself. I keep telling people that, because then you will vibrate a more higher frequency of love, and you will be able to attract more of it. So whatever you want to attract more in your life, you need to kind of emanate the energy of that, like you already have it, like you already feel loved. So you gotta love yourself. That's why people always say you gotta love yourself first. It's actually that you match the vibration of love. So keep your heart open in order to do that. We have the 7 of Swords in reverse, and we have the 7 of Pentacles. So we have 2 sevens. So something important could be happening on the 7th of February for you. So we have a full moon in Leo on the 5th, so it could be connected to that energy. Let's see where Leo is in your chart. It's in the 8th house. Okay, so this is about those other people's resources and funds. So you might start to look into that as well. Even though Jupiter is still in your 4th house, it's still like in your home, redecorating, feeling good with your family, you know, just you're having a nice time at home, especially because Venus is going to go also into your 4th house over there. So you're going to have a nice time at home. But with the 7 of Swords in reverse, it means you're also healing from something. Like, I feel this is something from the past that has kind of kept you in close hard mode. You know, here we have the advice card, keep your heart open. So I feel this card is suggesting here that you're healing from something someone did to you in the past. This person is somebody who you built something for possibly quite a long time, might be even 7 years, might be 7 months, might be something around 7. It seems like an important day for whatever happened and transpired. But it feels to me like you have closed your heart after this chapter in your life, and you're invited in February to really connect with love in a different way. You are healing from this situation and relationship, and you are a different person now. So if you are a different person now, that means you are no longer attracting those types of people into your life. You should be able to open your heart again and to attract new high vibrational people into your life. So that's why it's important, like I mentioned, for Valentine's, even if you're single, to do something nice for yourself, to just immerse yourself in that energy of love. Go to spa, make yourself a bubble bath, just like have that 30 minutes for yourself or something. Just do something for yourself in order that you kind of connect to the energy of love. And that will help you heal and move forward and open up your heart again. I know it's hard, but if you have done some healing, and you have done some healing, then it's possible for you to attract more high vibrational people who will not bring the same situation back into your life. Okay, so that's the important thing to remember. It's not all the same. Not everybody has same experiences in love. We kind of form them with our subconscious mind and how we grew up, what was the idea of love then. So I feel like you have healed from some of that. But if you didn't, now is your chance to do it, definitely. When Jupiter will move into your 5th house, it will kind of help you heal from anything that was like going wrong in that area of life. So, okay, make sure you spend a nice February, do something beautiful for yourself, and allow different kind of love into your life than what you might have been attracting before. So let's see what's happening in March. Like I mentioned, March is quite a big deal. We have another card of 7 of Swords coming in reverse. So I guess this is a theme that's been going on. Maybe you're not ready to let go. Maybe you're still hoping you will still be with that person for some of you. Maybe you were waiting for them for quite a long time, and that has kind of kept you in like non-moving phase. So there are some single folks who were kind of stuck on somebody who possibly did them wrong, and they were not even noticing the other opportunities like coming in their way. It's kind of kept you stuck. Okay, so I feel This is gonna change in a month of March, possibly for you, but if not, then later when it could be March already. We have Venus happening here, moving through your 5th house, and it's going to also conjunct Uranus. So this could be a sudden change, a sudden shift in dynamic, or this person will be served some kind of justice, and that will kind of enable you to move forward. So maybe they really did actually something wrong where you have to involve even the law. Okay, let's see what is the advice here now. You are ready for a new beginning though in March. I'm not surprised. We have 2 big players, you know, changing signs, and one of them is your ruler, Saturn, as well. Oh, we have another card. Go for it. Okay, so you're ready. So you're ready for this new beginning. With the Ace of Pentacles, some kind of new beginning is coming your way that can be there long term. Okay, so there is some kind of opportunity here that you have kind of been neglecting. So I feel you have somebody in your life who has been trying to gain your attention, but you were kind of too stuck on the past and what has transpired. You might have even had some legal issues with this person, and I feel that's going to be settled here in March. That's going to kind of be over, and you are ready actually to move forward, and you are actually guided to move forward, since go for it is your advice that came through twice for 2023. It is really an invitation for you to move forward. I know Capricorn is kind of slow moving energy, like they can think things like step at a time, but you are really actually nudged sort of in March, but overall in 2023 beginning of the year, to actually go forward and step into like a new phase of your life. Okay, all right, with the Ace of Pentacles, you definitely have a new opportunity in love. This could happen like at the end of the month. Venus will conjunct Uranus. I'm not sure about the date, haven't wrote it down, but I see where Venus ends the month here, and it's in hand with Uranus. So this kind of shift could be happening out of the blue, out of nowhere in March. You can actually decide to give this new opportunity person a chance, or you might manifest someone new out of a blue nowhere. Yeah, like you didn't see it coming, but this person could be here to stay. With the Ace of Pentacles, it is just the beginning. It is just planting a seed, but with Pentacles, it is a seed that can actually be long term, and it's a strong seed that can turn into a tree. So Pentacles is like the most favorable card to have for long-term kind of things to unfold, if you allow it, if you plant the seed. So make sure that you do, okay, dear Capricorn, because this is great news, okay, that you're finally able to move forward from something that kept you stuck in the past. Now let's see what April has in store for you. Oh, in March is like when we had those big players moving and shifting their signs. Also, your ruling sign, your ruling planet Saturn has also shifted signs. Oh my, this is the 3rd time we are having this card. Okay, so I feel this is an ongoing theme that you kind of are having, and you are kind of not happy about it in April, like. Okay, let's see what's the advice. We have solar eclipse in April, so April has been a bit shaky for all of the signs almost. Solar eclipse are kind of never easy. They're mostly kind of fated events and, you know, things that kind of trigger us to move into our soul's direction where it really wants to go. But sometimes us people, we have our egotistic desires of where we want to be and what we want to do. And it's not exactly what our soul has chosen to experience on this earth. So that's when solar eclipse comes into play. It kind of shifts your perspective, your dynamic. It can also remove something from your life. So it might be this person that you had issues in the past, that it is finally removed from your life in April, and it might be hard for you to actually accept that. Like I said, you are a Capricorn, you are an earth sign, so for you it takes time to actually release your grip on some things. It's the same with water signs as well. So you know, you need to kind of practice gratitude, because you've come a long way, you know, and gratitude can get you much further down the road than you think. So gratitude is really, really important, because I feel for you in April, you are a bit dissatisfied, you know, a bit agitated. I felt like I'm just from tuning into the energy now. The advice for you is really to practice gratitude, because the only way you can have more of something is to be grateful for what you already have. So whether that be love, whether that be relationships, you know, you need to focus on the good things that you have in life in April. Okay, so let's see where the solar eclipse is happening. It's happening in Aries, so that's the 4th house. So that's some kind of change also in the home. Okay, so this person could be moving out, or maybe you have sort of legal issues about home with this person as well. Okay, so this is quite specific message. I don't think it will resonate with all of you, but it can apply to different sort of ways. It's like, but you are healing from somebody who has done you wrong in the past. Okay, so that's why we have this here, this card. It's about the shift of perspective. Something is coming to a closure, and then you kind of have a new vision into the situation. It's like a changing of perspective that is happening in April. It feels like in the beginning of the month you are displeased with something, but by the mid-month you already are feeling on the more empowered side. Here with the Judgment, you are regaining that power back. Okay, so also for those of you who have met someone new, you're gonna have to kind of change something like in your life in order to actually meet this person halfway, because I feel you kind of met them out of the blue and they might not even be from the place where you're living. Now, if you want to invest into that relationship, it will be worthwhile. With the Judgment, this promise, it's going to be worthwhile. But it is that you're going to have to put in the work, and you have to kind of transform some parts of your life in order to actually fit that person into your life. So they might be living far away, or they might be coming with the baggage, with the children, or something along those lines. I'm not saying children are baggage, but it could be some kind of other thing that kind of is not going to be your relationship on the first place from the get-go. There's just some things that are kind of need to be sorted before you can actually move into something stable. But there is this opportunity for something stable with this person. It's just about patience, really. All right, so let's see what's happening in April for you. So May, what's happening in May for our dear Capricorn? Things flying out. We have the King of Wands energy. That's some spicy energy. And we have the Four of Wands energy. Well, finally we have some beautiful cards as well for love. We have Four of Wands, which is all about feeling happy at home. And I'm not surprised. I mean, you have Jupiter over there. It's like having fun, having celebrations. I think in May, if you organize some gathering in your home, it will go extremely well. Okay, so you might want to think about that. We have step into your power. Yeah, May feels really like you stepping into your power. It's seen from the King of Wands. You can see this is a very powerful figure here. Also, he's emanating like the Leo energy here, the lion, the king of the jungle kind of vibe. So you kind of are called to in May to really step into your power, okay? You're going to feel very, very joyful, very excited. We have a lot of planets in your 5th house. We have Jupiter, we have the Sun, we have Mercury. That's also going to go kind of, it's going to go retrograde and then forward in your 5th house. Okay, so let me just give you a heads up for the Mercury retrograde in the 5th house. So the 5th house is of love and romance, like we mentioned. So when Mercury goes retrograde over there, it tends to bring also some partner from the past for the things to get resolved. And I feel maybe this is what you needed to actually go over the thing that was bugging you for the last 3 months, and you finally get your stamp on like on the ending, or you are finally reconnecting with somebody who you really wanted to reconnect to. Okay, so that's like when a planet goes retrograde in your 5th house, that's somebody coming back from the love domain, maybe an old crush, and you kind of meet them and you see them in a new light. But there is an opportunity, really opportunity for you to actually meet somebody new. We have a lot of things promising that. So there is a new moon in Taurus, that's your 5th house. There is Mercury over there, North Node, Uranus, and Jupiter joining them now on the 16th of May. So For those of you who are single, guys, this is really meeting somebody new, somebody you can be happy with, okay? And we do have 2 planets in the 7th house, which is also another relationship house. This is a one-on-one relationship. So for those of you who are single, like, really go out in May. You know, I don't believe somebody will fall down your chimney, though it might happen. Somebody could knock on your door to sell something or whatever. But if you want to meet somebody, I would suggest you go out and about and that you have fun with your friends here. You are going to feel very in mode to actually have fun. You know, 5th house is also a house of fun. So May looks like a lot of fun, but also a great opportunity for you to step into your power as far as your creative projects goes, like to really own it, and also an opportunity to meet somebody new who will actually be quite fun and enjoyable. And also we have opportunity here with Venus and Mars in the 7th house that this person could be a long-term partner. That is, this is not just a fling or an adventure, but there's also possibility for a long-term relationship. So it's not really nice to have both houses triggers, the one that's fun and the one that's for long-term relationship. So May, keep your eyes open and go out and have fun. Give yourself a chance to be happy, because you will be, okay? So let's move on to June. So let's see what's happening in June for our dear Capricorn. What's the overall vibe for June? We have a lot of cards coming out. My throat chakra is kind of, I have to have some water. So I'm thinking you should probably hydrate again. Alright, so what's the overall? Okay, this one wants to come out. The Hierophant. That's a beautiful card. We need one more, please. You. And the King of Cups. Another beautiful month for you. I see June is also going to be very nice. With the Hierophant here, you do have some opportunity to kind of have a guidance from a guru or a mentor who will help you kind of align your emotional life again. We do have Mars and Venus in your 8th house, which is the house of these emotions that sometimes are felt unfinished, or maybe some emotions that you haven't processed so far. It's also emotional trauma, but it's also another thing, and that is like true intimacy, true connection with somebody, perhaps even tantric sex or kundalini rising. That's all governed by the 8th house Scorpio energy. So you will have an opportunity possibly to actually connect with the person in that way, with the King of Cups, or you could actually find a guru, a mentor who will actually help you, guide you into that state. So of a kundalini rising, or perhaps flirting with the idea of tantric sex as well, maybe getting a bit more knowledge into that. And we have the advice here: unleash your kind of self. Okay, yeah, I feel we're going to be diving into maybe some spiritual waters as well. We do have the full moon in the 12th house happening here as well. And 12th house is the spiritual house, it's the unhidden, it's also house of karma. So this could be also a karmic blessing that is coming your way, some kind of reward. And you are called for to actually unleash your kind of self. This could be a big deal, so I would not rub it into other people's faces. It's you kind of need to be humble and kind, because sometimes people can get jealous and be triggered by other people's success. Nothing to do with you, it's just their own, you know, prison. Okay, so do not take it personal, and just make sure that you unleash your kind of self. Be nice, do not brag, and make sure that you deliver all the good news in a respectful way towards others and where they are in their life. Always taking into consideration where they are and how are they doing, and how that information should affect them. I know that's kind of wrong way maybe to think about it, and it might be like we're seeing other people selfishly, but if you could feel energy of other people, you could actually sense like a lot of people are coming from this comparing themselves to what you have accomplished, and if it's more, then people are sometimes envious, and you don't want that kind of energy on you where the people are envious and sending you evil eye. You want to share the good news with the people who you know are going to be happy for you and will support you. And that's why it's important to kind of unleash your kind of self when you know that you're dealing with a little bit of a lower vibrational people who maybe did not accomplish so much as you did. Okay, so just be gentle. And overall, it looks like a good month for you. Well, you will actually be feeling good in your skin. Look at this person is smiling. This one is like totally in the zone, in control of their emotions. So June looks like a favorable month to me for connecting and creating intimacy with people who are able to do that in a beautiful way, with the 8th house being so nicely here with the Mars and Venus. This can really also provide you some intimacy time with your partner. Maybe you didn't have time for that before, because, you know, with Saturn in your 2nd house, he was also opposing your 8th house, which is the house of sexuality, intimacy. So Saturn has also probably restricted you in some manner there. So it's nice to have him out of the 2nd house and out of here, opposing your 8th house, which is like true intimacy and connecting. So now you have like 2 nice planets over there, so you can reconnect with your partner in a physical way, in a really nice manner, and I think you're gonna have a lot of good time. Okay, so let's move on to July and see what's happening there for you. Is the camera still rolling? Okay, good. We are still rolling. Okay, and we're still having a good time in July. Well, no wonder they're all like, you have even more planets there. So guys, this is gonna be stay in bed, a beautiful month. Or if you're on vacation, I see you more in the bedroom than vacating. Okay, Judgment. One more card, please. Let's see what is happening here. Another King. Okay, all right. Yeah, I felt that Ace of Wands before it was even there. So what is that? It's passion. It's really, but it's this emotional passion, you know. With Jupiter in your 5th house, also your playful energy for intercourse will come into play. But with this, so many planets in the 8th house, we have the Sun, the Mercury, we have Venus that's going to go retrograde there, and Mars slowly leaving that. But that's a lot of emphasis on the 8th house. So you might feel compelled, like to mate with another person. It's like an urge, like an unconscious need. When we have so many planets in the 8th house, it's normally when we feel this urge. That's probably more present when we are younger. Oh, my cat is knocking at the door. Okay, just a minute. Yes? She wants to go outside. Just give me a second, cat. Sorry about that. She just kind of scratches at the door and then... All right. So... beautiful energy, guys. So if you did want to experience some Kundalini rising or that tantric sex, this is really an opportunity for you while all of this is happening in the 8th house, and it's gonna be fun, guys. Okay, this is kind of transformative sex with the Judgment here. You have actually opportunity to heal with your partner and to take yourself to a different level of existence, like, you know, think of it of a game of Super Mario where you actually are changing level, like from 7 to whatever other if you know what I mean. It's like you know, in life when you think sometimes you've seen it all, but then somehow life keeps surprising you in some, you know, even if there's been years of the same old, sometimes poof, life just happens and things are different and your perception changes. So I feel in July you're gonna have that dynamic shift in your perception and how you see life, and actually sex could do a lot with that. And even if you don't have a partner, this is also an opportunity for you to learn about those things and how sexual energy can be used to create, because you do have a lot of things happening in your 5th house. So the worst thing you can do with sexual energy is like to waste it, you know. You can also use some frequencies to actually help you kind of pull it into upper chakras, you know. When we do have like so much activity here, it's like our root chakra is kind of bubbling with this energy, and sometimes people just have this urges to release all this energy, but this energy could be climbed up to your other chakras and activate another areas of your life, and you can use the sexual energy for the fuel for your creative projects. Actually, a lot of successful people do that, and we know Capricorn want to be successful. So do not waste your sexual energy. You will have a lot of it in the 8th house. And like, even if you are with your partner, it's also not good to waste both of your energy. You can actually you know, practice tantric sex and actually try to manifest something together as well, like a better life for you two, or whatever, you know, makes you happy. All right, so that's the gem in July, using all this wow energy, so much passion with the Ace of Wands and Judgment there. Like, this is like mind-blowing stuff, guys, and go for it. Have fun, enjoy. Okay, that's the advice here for July. So I really hope you enjoyed. I mean, I'm sure you will here with so much yummy energy. Okay, all right, so let's go to August, because we don't want to turn this into 18+ reading, and that might happen if you stay on July. So what's happening in August? We have the Nine of Pentacles, beautiful Harvest card. We have the Chariot, I feel. That's it, okay? So, beautiful month for finances is coming for you in August with the Nine of Pentacles. It's reaping the rewards of some hard work you have put in before. And also, if you have been waiting for a project to be approved or to move forward somehow with your finances, we have here the Chariot, which promises really fast movement forward, okay? This is also you getting a green light for any type of investment, loan. This is when you can invest. Also, the 8th house is other people's money, if you remember, an investment. So while we did have all of that July energy, which is really about like passion, you could also use this energy to get that investment. You do still have Venus and Sun in your 8th house. You could actually start the process in July. That's what I was talking about, when you can actually transform sexual energy into some other area of life. So you could, some of you could be also doing that in July, and already seeing the results here in August, where you do get the funding, where you do get like a promotion. It's like fast movement forward. Some of you might also travel for work. Okay, we do have a lot of planets in the 9th house. So we have Sun, we have Mercury, we have Mars. So you will really want to travel in some way, you know, even if you can't, it could be like astral projection, it could be related to work here in some way because of the 9 of Pentacles. But even if it's not work, I feel you will be compelled to kind of travel a little bit in a month of August. So it looks like that's when you have either your holiday, like yeah, you're in this relaxing and having fun as well. Yeah, you have relaxed. Well, it's funny, I like how sometimes I say about the card before the card actually pops out to confirm it. So that happened a lot for Sagittarius. And since I'm channeling Sagittarius, you could also look at that video if you have anything over there. You know, Sun, Venus, or Mercury can go that far away from the Sun. So even if your Sun is in Capricorn, that means probably Mercury and Venus are in the same sign, or the sign above, or not above, like before it or after it. Maybe they're above in the sky, who knows. Okay, guys, anyway, August is a month for you to relax. You're kind of reaping the rewards here with the 9 of Pentacles, and I feel some of you will be traveling for holidays. Some of you could be traveling for work. And also, if you need a loan, August is really good time. But I'm kind of sensing the holiday vibes here, like you're somewhere on the sun, little breeze. That's what I'm tapping into now. So probably holiday in August. So nice, enjoy it, you deserve it. And September, let's see what's happening in September for you, dear Capricorn. So I feel September is going to be kind of slow moving month. Nothing major, I feel. Yeah, 4 of Swords and Page of Swords. Like I said, it's kind of like you resting and maybe learning about something new. Like easy breezy month. You might be, you know, a little bit how would I put this into words? Just like reluctant to hang out a little bit. It feels like you had a lot of energy in July and August, and you kind of need September for like your yin energy and recuperation time, and also for your hobbies and what you like to learn or read about. Maybe it's time for you in September to read a book if it's been a while. But overall, you are kind of in your own little bubble, and you're kind of resting from everything that has transpired. And we have work through your feelings. Okay, so Four of Swords is also about, you know, here we have a little heart. So it's also about healing somewhat. Four of Swords is also a card of healing. So some of you could be healing with something related to feelings as well. So it's a good month to learn a little bit about it. There's a lot of things you can do. There's some Reiki sessions you can listen to on YouTube. Like, you literally have to do nothing, just like play it in the background. There's some subliminals that can help, and also you can also remove some trapped emotions from your body. So because I feel this will give you an opportunity for a new beginning. The more knowledge you acquire about how you can heal better from any kind of emotions, feelings can also be trapped in your body. They can be ancestral inheritage. They might not even be your own. They could be from your past life. So you can actually learn how to remove those trapped emotions from your body, and also how to do possibly ancestral healing, especially if you had some, if your ancestors didn't have like quality love life, then it's time for you to actually kind of break those chains and kind of, you know, put the new generation in front of you into a better position than maybe you have been born in. Okay, so I feel for September, I feel since you have kind of learned so much in July and August and felt so much, it kind of opened the door for you for this new perspective about love, about sex, and everything that comes with it. And you kind of have decided to work through your feelings and to actually that will kind of, you know, help you to cross this bridge from kind of a past life that you used to have and your perception on love, and go into further phase of life with the kind of worked out feelings, and you will feel fresh, you will feel renewed. I mean, this is, I feel, Pluto kind of finishing up really its transits through your first house, and actually allowing you for a complete restart in your life. So September looks quite important for you to do the work that will kind of lead you to the new life that you have been dreaming of, I hear. Okay, so wonderful. I think Capricorn, you are having the most productive year so far, as far as the, you know, changes that you will be able to kind of manifest in your life. It's like really on point. So I'm glad for you. Let's see what October has in store for you. So we have the Sun, beautiful card. The Sun is like the happiest card of them all, and we have the Six of Wands. Like, wow. Okay, guys, so you made it. Whatever it is that you were trying to do in September, because I feel you were kind of trying. We have the Hermit at the back of the deck, because I feel like in September you were kind of isolating yourself in order for you to my throat chakra. Maybe you can also look into your throat chakra while you're at it in September. And you kind of isolated yourself in order to heal and in order to work through some things out that you know could bring you to better life, and you did it. And in October, you're kind of reaping the rewards. I feel in the beginning of October, you could be still like getting there, you know, but with the Sun and with the Six of Wands, like those are like two of the best cards that you can get. Like, if you are looking for a new job, this is really, yes, we do have a lot of activity in your 10th house, which is the house of finances and the work and the reputation in the world as well. So if you want to shift your reputation to a bit better place, this is also a great month to do so. A lot of activity in your 10th house. So you will be successful. You can also get a promotion. You can get a new job. This is really happy-go-lucky card and a victorious card at that. So Six of Wands is about victory, really. Also, if you are in any type of competition, this is like great cards to get. But let's see what's the advice here for October. What's the advice? We have speak your words into being. So this is also something I was contemplating a lot in a Sagittarius reading. So I feel another invitation for you is happening here to look at Sagittarius, especially if you have a few planets over there, which might be the case. Speak your words into being. So the 3rd house. So I feel this is about Saturn moving into your 3rd house. We haven't really discussed that much. We were mostly reflecting on the 2nd house and the rewards that it will give you. So the 3rd house is all about communication. It's all about this written communication, spoken communication, and also it's about your neighborhood. And with Saturn moving over there, you are reminded how important are the words, okay? With Saturn in the third house, you might be changing your communication to be more rational, to be more, maybe even colder. But with Saturn, it is important to understand how your words actually create your reality. So with Saturn over there into the third house, you might have, if you are prone to negative thoughts, with Saturn in the third house for the next 2.5 years, you kind of have to navigate his energy, which can be kind of wet blanket energy, a little bit depressive as well. I'm not saying you're gonna feel like that all the time, but what he really wants is for you to be responsible with your words and how you think, to actually grab a control, structure your thoughts, and work on thinking positive, because it will kind of show you how you create your reality with your thoughts and with your words. We are all creating our own reality. Most of it is like coming from subconscious mind, and we don't even notice. So with Saturn, just remember that you can speak your word into being, and that is important to actually keep a positive mindset, okay? Saturn transiting the third house is also great for you to acquire any skill relating to communication. So this could be great for you to learn a little new language as well, because that's also communication, learning a new language. Now, for some of you, it might be hard, you know, because Saturn is there. It will not make it like easy. Some of you might move actually and be required to learn a new language, and it's not going to be easy, but the rewards of Saturn are long term, you know. So whatever skill do you learn, and third house is a house of skills, not just communication. It's anything to do with your hands. So even if that's doing the nails, even if it's whatever it is that you can do with hands, it's kind of third house related. So you can invest into any kind of new skill related to your hands. Could be even cooking. I mean, you do it with the hands. It will actually provide you with the long-term results. So whatever skill you acquire now, during the next 2.5 years, it will be valid for you. You will reap the rewards from it all the way until Saturn makes the full circle, and that takes time. Saturn takes about 28 to 30 years to actually complete the circle over the whole zodiac signs. So keep that in mind, and whenever you kind of are possibly getting negative thoughts, make sure that you are aware it's Saturn energy that's not being used. It has to be used in order for it to be productive. So you need to invest the time. So if you are kind of just trying to relax and enjoy yourself, and suddenly some negative thoughts appear, keep in mind that Saturn reminding you have to do some work. Okay, you can actually use his energy well. You can actually acquire a lot of skills while he's in your third house, and that's exactly what he wants. But if you're not navigating its energy, then it can turn into those gloomy kind of thoughts. So speak your word into beings. Make sure you're talking optimistically. Make sure you're thinking optimistically. And if you're not, then it means that you're not investing into the third house activities, which is learning a new skill, communication, maybe learning to write better as well. For those of you who are writers, this could be also taking a course so you can become better at writing as well. So yeah, Saturn in the third house can really give you lots of opportunities, but it has to be used. Okay, it has to be used, and that's why this is here to remind you to use his energy well. Okay, and all will be well. Like, you'll be very successful with the skill that you acquire, like while he's in your third house with the Sun and the Six of Wands here. I mean, you might have to put in a little bit of time. It might be lonely at times to actually acquire this skill, but it will be worthwhile in the end. Okay, all right, so let's move on to November. See what's happening there for my dear Capricorn. My throat chakra, sorry about that. I just can't drink so much water, and I've been talking for how long? All right, almost an hour, guys. We have the King of Wands. I feel it's up, right? Okay, so we did have that card showing up for you some month before. Maybe it was August. So something that was kind of happening in August could transpire as well in November. Okay, let's have some cards flying out. I need one more card, please. One more card for dear Capricorn. See the overall energy for November. Okay, thank you so much. Nine of Pentacles. Yeah, you are still reaping the rewards. These are all good cards, guys. This is going to be a good year for you. Like, every month has been really upbeat besides that one that was you were kind of a bit nervous about. I forgot which one it was. Maybe September, was it? Not sure. Oh no, it was the eclipse about April, but that was kind of hectic for everyone. So November looks lovely for you. It's another card of reaping the rewards, and you need to kind of trust all will be well. Okay, even though this is a King of Wands, I'm kind of channeling the Emperor energy from him. So the Emperor energy requires of you to kind of be, how would I put it, like cool and detached when it comes to emotional decision making. Okay, you kind of need to trust all will be well. So I feel again this is related to Saturn, you know, and you're like kind of a belief system that is kind of shifting, and that you kind of need to move. Okay, also trust all will be well if you have any travel plans here with the 9th house, because it is ruled by Virgo here. Overall, November looks like a great month for finances, and also maybe possibly you refocusing on some long-term goal or vision for your life, because you do have a new moon in your 11th house, which rules all of that things that I mentioned. And plus we have Mars over there, Mercury over there, and Venus will be joining them soon in December. So if you wanted to really refocus on something really that you're passionate about, look at the storage, you know, he's really passionate here about something. He wants to bring something about. So you need to kind of trust all will be well if you kind of go into that house to make your dreams come true. The first step is to have a plan. Like they say, the goal, no, a wish without a plan, no, how do they say that? A goal without a plan is just a wish. Okay, so I feel for November, this is something that you need to kind of know, but you also need to kind of trust all will be well. So you need to keep a positive mindset towards going forward, because there is something you're passionate about. There's something you want to share with the world, and something that can bring you a lot of money too. Here with the 9 of Pentacles, this is about reaping the rewards. This is when you remember that example of like a tree becoming a tree, and then the flowers and the fruit. This is when you have the fruit with 9 of Pentacles, you know. So it's your time to have that fruit. So make sure that you ripe that fruit and trust all will be well while planting new seeds, because I feel you're also going to plant a new seed, because I feel here this feels to me like an Ace of Pentacles here, because I was like very drawn into it now. So in November, you definitely have an opportunity to plant like a wish, a dream into reality, and to start work on it like it's possible, like it's attainable, like it's not just a dream. Okay, so that's a possibility for you in November. And how I wish many people knew that, you know, that things don't have to stay a dream if you just work towards it. Okay, so that's your guiding light in November. Just keep going forward, guys. So beautiful, another beautiful month for you. So very happy for you. And the December, guys, let's see what's happening in December for my dear Capricorn. We have 2 cards coming out. We have the Knight of Pentacles and we have the Queen of Pentacles. Okay then, so beautiful cards again. I think you might have the best annual reading, dear Capricorn. And I only have 2 more signs to cover, so congratulations, you're on the right path here. We have advice cards to lighten up and to forgive. Okay, so you know, December is time of forgiving anyway. Okay, and maybe lighten up. Maybe you don't like Christmas. I mean, it's a general kind of reading. But we do have a lot of activity in your 12th house during the December, guys. Okay, so there's, look at that. There's Sun, there's Mars, there's Mercury going retrograde over there, Venus joining them. So 12th house is naturally ruled by Pisces. And for you to actually have any positive karmic rewards kind of manifesting in your life, you are needing to actually develop forgiveness, okay? I know Capricorn can be very stubborn and very sometimes hard to forgive. Okay, maybe you're not the case, but that's like a general Capricorn energy. You might have more placements in like literally Pisces and could be more forgiving in nature. But for Capricorn, it is quite hard if somebody, you know, does them wrong to actually kind of forgive. But in December, you're really called to forgive. okay, with so much planets in your 12th house. It's also a great time for you to meditate. We have here the Queen of Cups, and I feel her connecting to the divine. It's much easier to connect to the divine when you have so much planets in your 12th house, and it is much easier to forgive. But first you kind of need to lighten up. So what does that mean? You need to forgive yourself first, okay? So if you are hard on yourself, which Capricorn can be, and you're thinking about the mistakes you have done, and that's kind of keeping you in the low vibrational energy. That's kind of keeping you in the worst state of energy. So that's regret, grief, and those are like the lowest energies you can be in. So it's time to forgive yourself in order for you to be able to raise your vibration and to be able to actually enjoy joy, the vibration of joy, the vibration of love. Those are not unattainable things. Those are like a normal vibration like any other. It's just like we are living still in a bit more negative society, and the way other people are vibrating is affecting our vibration too. So the more people wake up to higher vibrational experiences and actually enjoy those more than they do negative vibration state, it will be easier for you to tap into the joy and to tap into the love and to tap into the faith. So it's very important that you kind of join the crew if you have an opportunity to do so. And I feel in December you do have an opportunity to do so, to lighten up your burden, to forgive yourself and to forgive others. Because if you don't forgive others, it's kind of a poison that's eating you from within. And of course you can evil items and the negative energy, but what's the point? Like, it's not going to help you elevate your vibration in the long run, okay? Think about long term. Light of Pentacles is about the long term vision for your life. Where would you like to be 10 years from now, and how to get there? Surely with resentment you won't be there as fast as you could if you lighten up the burden of the past and allow yourself to step into this new version of you, which is the Queen of Cups, because the Queen here is stronger than the Knight. Okay, that's the stronger energy. That's the one you need to kind of rely on to, you know, get you more forward in life faster. Okay, so December also looks quite interesting for you. It looks like you're coming full circle here with the World in December. You are ready to actually forgive and to really leave some things behind in 2023, and you're ready for a new cycle of your life in 2024. So you're kind of carving way for that in 2023, and you're doing a great job, I must say. I feel this is the best reading that I had for 2023. So I really want to congratulations you on your like great part in carving your world and carving your lives. You're doing awesome, dear Capricorn. Okay, I hope you enjoyed 2023. Please comment down below how you resonate with the reading. Was it helpful? Like, share, subscribe, click the notification bell. There are also some pick a card readings I did, so you can check those out if you want to continue our hanging out together, although it's been an hour or something. How long has it been? Oh, yeah, hour 7 minutes. Okay. So it was even the shortest reading because I feel like I talked much faster in your reading than I did with all the other readings that I have. So it looks like it might be shorter video for you, but it is much more information in it because I was talking so fast. So I feel also that this year is very fast for you. Like things are going forward naturally much faster, and the dynamic of your life is it's a bit faster paced, but it's in a good way. You don't seem to mind, and you're kind of enjoying the ride. So again, I hope you have a wonderful 2023. Thank you so much, Capricorn. Enjoy.